Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Derek here. We are back reacting to another episode of Star Wars The Bad Batch. This is Season 1, Episode 3. It is called Replacements. What happened last time on The Bad Batch? So last time was called Cut and Run, where after escaping from Kamino with Omega, the group had to kind of try and figure out how to stay off the radar, because they don't know how to do that, I guess. So they went to the one clone, or at least one of the clones that they know for a fact, knows how to stay off the grid. And that clone is cut with his family, presumably. He fathered those children, I believe. He's just been chilling on this planet, farming and stuff. But now that the Empire is here, he's got to figure something out, and he can't be on that planet. So they get out of there, and they're going to have Omega go with them so that she can have kind of like a regular childhood in a sense, but then she doesn't want to go. She goes with the Bad Batch, and we've kind of affirmed now that they're kind of a pseudo family. I mean, the Bad Batch as a whole was kind of a little bit of a family anyway, just a bunch of brothers. But now they have this little sister slash daughter. I don't know exactly what the dynamic they'll go with is. For a lot of them, probably sister. Hunter and her kind of seem to have a little bit of paternal, connection going on, but I'm not sure. Yeah, but there's, just some nice moments. The only thing that I didn't like about last episode is how none of the clones at all recognized anyone in the Bad Batch or Cut. They're like, dude, you have the same face as me? What's going on, man? That was the one thing. Otherwise, I'm really excited to jump into this next episode. Before we do that, please consider leaving a like on the video if you like what you see. And if you want to see more reactions from me, hit subscribe and ring the bell so you're notified when I upload. And if full-length reactions are something that interests you, head down to my Patreon. It is linked in the description, and consider supporting me on there. That would mean a lot as well. But otherwise, let's check this episode out. Again, I like that they're like, hey, you want to skip this intro? And it's 4 seconds long.
That doesn't look comfortable for either of you.
What are you talking about? That looks cozy as frick.
Chow time. Oh, finally!
A stick. Is that just butter?
Hit me again.
Just a stick of butter?
That's all for now. Rations are low.
Oh yeah, they have to find food.
You can have mine.
No, you're a child. You need to eat.
He doesn't even have a place to sleep. You want to take our food too? Echo, lights cut out again. Thought you fixed it.
Yeah, add it to the list.
Yeah, your ship's got tons of bullet holes in
Got
it.
hit hard when we placed the Lucamon. Several systems have been.
Testing the functionality of our inhibitor chips takes precedence. I thought you said they were defective.
I think this device will be.
I mean, Crosshairs worked.
The ship-wide diagnostic report indicated no critical systems were compromised.
You probably should not have said that.
It's not affecting life support. We're fine.
Yeah, but if you crash, that'll probably affect life support.
Get ready for your first crash landing.
Crash?
Omega, strap in.
That doesn't look like it would stop you from dying. Oh no, poor droid. That's her rest buddy.
We're gonna die, we're gonna die, we're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine.
Not rough. That was easy. Although, how are you gonna get off? How are you gonna get off this friggin' moon? Yeah, that was a pretty clean landing, all things considered. Nope. What if it was?
What?
That's Crosshair's weapon
yep.
kit.
Akko.
I'll say it.
Better teach her how to be a sniper.
He shot you, remember?
Ah, I sure do. That hurt.
Just made him like him
It's
more.
worth noting the possibility that Crosshair's actions were influenced by his inhibitor chip.
Yeah, I
can
think
do
we all
that.
kind of assume that.
That's what it was designed to do.
So, it wasn't Crosshair's fault.
Well,
Más o menos.
Evading a swamp fix the
Un
ship.
poco.
The data shows he's responding favorably to the procedure.
Let's see if he stays.
The procedure
that
from
way.
last time, where they upped his dosage, kind of.
Hope I'm not interrupting.
Right on schedule, Rampart. I hear your chain
Oh,
code implementation
that's,
has been most successful.
The guy from the hologram
Creation of our new empire.
CT-9904 is the top specimen.
is a top
What is the
specimen.
status of Project War Mantle?
War mantle.
On schedule, sir.
What is that?
Recruits are here to begin their training under their new command.
Oh. Is this just regular people that he's gonna train?
Our first elite squad.
Not clones.
Top soldiers from across the galaxy.
Imagine.
Together, they would make a formidable army.
It's a replacement of
Such as this could have promise.
replacement of the
I believe it
clones.
will strengthen the
I almost
future
said coins.
of this burgeoning empire.
Yeah, it turns out they can't shoot worth a damn though. They miss every shot they take.
I am well aware. I just need to secure
There's
it.
things on your ship that are gonna come attack you.
What was that? I'm a little busy at the moment.
They're pretty lucky that this moon thing has enough atmospheric pressure to keep them alive. And all they need is their little breather tube. It's gonna be spooky jump scare? Go back up. I think you missed it. Oh, it's behind it. It's behind you, brother.
Look at this.
What is it? What is it? Oh, what the frick?
Ah, well, those weren't there when we landed.
They already scratched your ship up, bro? What? Oh. It's gonna eat it. Or just steal it. Mischievous little dude.
What's wrong with you?
I must have hit my head in a crash.
The capacitor's in place, but other systems are now failing. Something's causing damage to the exterior hull.
You want to narrow that down?
Crosshair's head hurt before he turned because of his chip. Hopefully the same thing is not happening to Wrecker.
What? What is it?
Egads.
Some kind of creep.
Come on, bud.
Stay here. I'll go after
Yo,
the
Wrecker,
dragon and
you
get our
better
part
be
back.
fine, dude.
Fine. You're staying.
I'll go with you.
No, that thing could be dangerous.
I'm part of this squad now.
She could
too,
use her weird
right?
telepathic powers to connect with it.
All right,
I mean,
kid.
yeah, you're part of the squad, but like you should probably get some minimal combat training to start, right? Before you're allowed to go out and be part of recon missions and stuff.
Conscripted recruits will never reach the same level of military proficiency.
Yeah, straight up.
Our clones have been trained since their creation.
They miss every shot they take.
Skills can be taught. The loyalty of those who willingly enlist is what I see tremendous value in.
A tangible test is in order.
Send the clone and your recruits to Onderon. I want Saw Gerrera's
What?
camp found and wiped out. Let's see if they can succeed where Clone Force 99
I
failed.
mean, 99 didn't fail. They actively chose not to complete the mission. Wonder if she could like pick up some skills.
learn to track like you?
Well,
Not
it's
likely.
an enhanced skill.
Yeah.
Wrecker and Tech, we each have one.
And Crosshair. You shouldn't be angry at him. He can't help it.
I'm angry at myself.
Then we'll find a way to get him back. Somehow.
Hopefully. Although he is kind of a dick, so I'd be fine if he died. If I'm being for real.
If
If you all are so efficient, how come the Empire's scouting soldiers like us?
Because you don't cost
Sounds
money?
to me like it's time for a change.
You're for free?
Enjoy
It's an
being
easy way to
commander.
control the population?
We'll see how things shake out.
Dude, he'll beat you to death. He could take out all 3 of you at once. All 4 of you, however many of you there are. He'll kill all of you.
Sir, just received a transmission from Guerrero. He's standing by at the rendezvous.
Yo, how have they not left this planet yet? As soon as you know the Empire wants you dead on this planet, why the frick would you still be here? You deserve to die. You should have left this planet ASAP. Dude's about to get smoked in the brain. Oh, it's literally right there. Use the Force. Connect to it. Oh, his mask. She can breathe without it. She'll be fine.
Hunter, wake up! Wake up!
Yo, jump in that hole. Follow it. Yo.
Okay, Omega. You can do this.
I mean, arguably you can't, but we'll see what happens. Good luck with that. You're just gonna jump on in. All right, let's do it. Full send. Oh, that's a flamethrower. Are they gonna get away? Oh, that's menacing. Oh. Just one shot.
Where's Guerrera?
I don't know, but I wouldn't tell you if I did.
Yep, that's what happens.
I believe you. Do any of you have it?
What are you doing? Guerrera's fighters are dead. These are civilians. We should bring them in.
Those weren't our orders.
Forget our orders. This is wrong.
You're gonna shoot this guy too.
Not going to comply.
No. None of us are. Ignore the clone. We signed up to be soldiers. not
You're
an
about to
execution
die,
squad.
dude.
We're going to detain the prisoners and
You want to know why they put me in charge? It's because I'm willing to do what needs to be done.
Sucks to suck, dude.
Good soldiers.
Follow orders.
Finish the mission.
I mean, you could, all 3 of you, turn on him. God dang, man. Crosshair is ruthless. She didn't take the shot, so... Okay, it doesn't like a flashlight. Yeah, oh no, it does like them. Give it the flashlight. That's cool. Okay, now take the part and get out of here.
Is that my blaster?
Yeah, man.
Don't worry. Didn't have to use it. I got the part.
Okay, you should leave before that thing comes back out. Well, Crosshair's back after being a straight sociopath.
It appears the clone trooper program is a cost-prohibitive relic of the past. But until
See,
the time
money.
is right,
It's just
it will
money.
continue to serve a purpose.
With more time and training,
The original genetic material from Django Fat continues to degrade.
Then it is time to begin the next phase.
What's the next phase? He's like, you guys aren't my team. Screw this place. He misses his friends. He wishes he could be a murder death squad with his friends. He's like, screw this, man. I mean, I'm still gonna kill civilians, but screw these people I'm with.
Hey, kid. Come with me. Cover your eyes.
What are you gonna do? Throw her out the airlock? Is it a bunk for her?
Okay.
Place she can sleep?
Check it out.
What is that? I can't tell. Oh, it's her own little sleeping nook. It's just behind a curtain. I was like, I don't know what I'm looking at here.
It's your own room.
Yo, hell yeah. I would love that.
Well, what do you think?
Wow, Wrecker, you are
like
so nice.
It's perfect. Thank you, Wrecker. I never had my own room before.
Oh, really?
Well, you're part of this squad now, too.
Who did you share with before? Oh, that's nice. Okay, all in all, another fun episode. This was another like very Rebels-esque, Clone Wars-esque episode. I think it's more like Rebels-esque because like I feel like Clone Wars it would do like little 2-3 episode arcs where a lot necessarily didn't happen, and Rebels I think carried more of a through line like throughout its run, if that makes sense. Like Rebels was very much like one episode to the next, like had the overall story is kind of what the main focus was in Rebels, whereas Clone Wars was, I don't want to say it's filler, because I mean it kind of was filler because essentially we knew what came and what ended, and they had to fill that gap. But yeah, this Bad Batch is definitely more, I feel like, along the lines of Rebels, where we don't have to, like, they're able to just carry the story of this team through. Like, they don't have to, like, get a certain thing from point A to point B, if that makes sense. Like, because we don't see these guys in the future, that's like really the only thing that could possibly come into play is like, how do you remove them from the picture? But essentially they can do whatever they want with these people's stories and their personalities and all that. They don't have to make it fit a mold. I don't know what I'm saying. This show gives me a little bit more of a Rebels vibe than a Clone Wars vibe, even though this kind of could be like season 8 of Clone Wars. The group crash lands on the moon, just any moon, I guess, and they're kind of stranded there for a bit. The overall conflict on them getting off isn't that important or anything. Like, they don't have to try super hard to do it. I think the main takeaways from that is that Omega is kind of being trusted to be more of like a part of the team, not just like a passenger. Because she is one of the enhanced clones. Like, she's part of the Bad Batch, and she wants to be part of the Bad Batch more than just like, you know, like a passenger on their ship. Like, she's not just there to take up space. But she does get her own space from Wrecker. He builds her a whole room, which is super sweet of him, because he needed something to do because his head was hurting. Which I don't think, he said it was from the crash. I don't think it's from the crash. I think, because like, what was it, episode 1 or 2? Crosshair's head was hurting, like while he was trying to fight the effects of the inhibitor chip. So it's entirely possible that, you know, Wrecker is dealing with those effects too. So I wonder if, like, these chips, at least for these guys, maybe they still will take effect. It's just kind of like a slower process. Like, it's got to, like, punch away at their defenses, so to speak. And hopefully Wrecker doesn't have that happen, but I'm fairly confident it's something to do with the chip. What else? We had Crosshair being a straight murdering sociopath, like, doesn't killing civilians, fine with him. Let's do it, pal. And his one person that's like, no, I'm not gonna do this. He's just like, all right, well, you're dead. Because he has no connection with these people. Like, he wasn't gonna kill Hunter and Wrecker and the other ones, like, you know, and Tech and Echo. He's not gonna kill them because they're his friends. They're part of the team. He has no connection to these people. He's like, whatever, you're gonna disobey orders, time to die. And it's like, you know, that's what happens when, plus he also had his, like, inhibitor chip emotions enhanced. Like, they ramped up his, like, follow orders or die mentality. So he's, like, A-okay with killing civilians. He's totally fine. But we see even more of the makings of the stormtrooper army of the Empire. We see, you know, the reasoning for the phasing out of clones. Like, that's kind of a question a lot of people probably had, you know, after they saw, you know, the prequels and stuff. Is like, why didn't they just stick with the clones the whole time? They seem way better at everything. And it's because they're expensive. They are very expensive. And they weren't, like, even though they were born and bred to do this war, they didn't go into it willingly. Whereas, like, a lot of these stormtrooper recruits enlisted willingly for whatever reason. So their plan, I guess, for now is to use not make any more clones, but use the clones they have to train enlisted recruits, which could be effective because if you have, you know, a fighting force that is just willing to sign up, or that you can kidnap and train from birth, you don't have to pay the quadrillion dollars that each clone costs, or whatever, however much money, however many Imperial credits a clone costs. You don't have to deal with any of that. Now, granted, some of them probably won't follow orders, and they aren't as good as the clones at anything. But they're there and they're cheap. And for a newly functioning empire, that's probably, like, you got to cut some corners here and there. You know, they have a ton of money to spend on this Death Star, so they can't really funnel that into the clone program. You know, budget cuts. Who's the administrator is it Tarkin, just the administrator that's like, all right, so, hate to say this, guys, he's making a call, he's like, we got to cut some money from the clone program. You know, the big Death Star laser base it's taking up a lot of funds, and just right now I think our message is going forward that we are a dominant empire, and the Death Star really brings that message forward. Is the PR man that has to go around and tell people that they're not getting money. Yeah, but it almost looked like Crosshair I think he's still fighting it. Like, even though he was already a dick beforehand and they ramped up his, like, you know, indoctrination, he's still, like, when they went back to the base after the mission, was looking around their room like, dude, these people suck. Like, he's probably still completely fine killing civilians, but he wants to do it with his friends, with his buds. You know what I'm saying? You know, what's a little mass murder if you're not doing it with your friends? Oh man. I'm still trying to, like, wait. I'm still waiting on figuring out, like, what is Omega's, like, deal, like, what is her abilities? Because they what was it? The Kaminoans referenced, like, making a superior clone, like, and they needed just the DNA of one of the experimental clones that they did. So like the Bad Batch they're not really a bad batch. Like they're the good batch. They were the ones they're the experiments that like succeeded, including Omega. And so like they are obviously steps along to some end goal, like probably a force sensitive clone of some respect. I think we might see Omega tap into the force. I don't know if she's force sensitive or if she just like has a connection to the other clones, right? But I think it would be cool to see her become force sensitive and then get a lightsaber. That would be dope. And then have her show up in a movie or another show. That would be sick nasty. Yeah, I don't know. Lots of questions, not a whole lot of answers this time. Just a quality episode. You know, the story is still developing, and I'm here for it. But I think that's all I got to say. If you enjoyed my reaction, please leave a like on the video. It makes me feel good, helps my videos get seen more. If you want to see more reactions to The Bad Batch, hit subscribe and ring the bell so you're notified when I upload. And then if you want to see the full-length reaction in this episode, or if you just want to support me outside of YouTube in general, head down to my Patreon. It is linked in the description. But otherwise, I think that's all I got. So I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.